Welcome to Go for the Pin with your boys first. I am that leg slap Professor
Ting D, aka Selena Kyle O'Reilly, aka Ludacris son Eric, aka Jordan Grace Jones.
It's DJ Knuckles, aka Mr. Thursday Night.
Okay, that's not how you do it. Okay. If it's live, that means we meant to fucking do it.
I don't give a
and we're live, pal. Welcome to Go for the Pin, episode 213 with your boys first. I am that leg slap Professor, the lead commentator, Mikey Q. Happy New Year, by the way. And I am joined by...
What up, everybody? Happy New Year 2025. We out here. It's written across my face right here.
It is.
2025. Yeah. Your boy DJ Knuckles, aka Mr. Thursday Night. BKA, I'm growing my hairline back in 25.
Oh my.
I'm gonna try.
I'm
gonna pray really hard. Yeah.
Well, they have like just for men and stuff like that. If you know.
No, I'm not. I'm doing it naturally. Juices and berries.
Juices and berries. Okay. All right. Well, we're a day late. Well, 2 days late and $1 short. But Happy New Year to everybody. And
Out the gap.
and happy belated birthday to our auntie, Ruthless Lala.
Yeah.
Hope you had a blast for your birthday. We appreciate you. We love you. We will get you back on the show soon. Tonight, for everybody that is joining us, this will be a minimized version of Go for the Pin. It's just the two of us tonight. King B, we love you. He will be back, I'm sure, in the very, very near future. But tonight, it's just me and Knuckles. We're gonna talk a little World's End. We're gonna update you guys. Do some housekeeping. Update you guys on our predictions championship, and how that's gonna work. I'm very excited about that, Knuckles.
Yeah, I am too. I'm glad I'm glad I took some thought and took some time to think about like what we can do to make that a little bit better. So, but we'll get into that later. So, and full transparency before we go any further, there are no results for World End. I'm just gonna let you know that now. The way the show abruptly ended last week, I was laughing, Mike was laughing, Lala was going off, she was doing her thing, and I didn't have a chance to get nobody's predictions, and it's not like it would have mattered anyway. And we'll get to that later. But we're just gonna we're just gonna do oh my what? Was something said? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. First one of 2025. All right.
I know, right?
Yeah. B, we miss you. But yeah, we're gonna try to get through this. And yeah, let's get to World's End, Knuckles. It went down this past Saturday, last pay-per-view of the year for professional wrestling. So there were a couple of pre-show matches. I didn't see them. But anything that Toni Storm does, I will check out. So Toni Storm was in the pre-show, was on the pre-show rather, and she faced Layla Gray in a singles match. It says she defeated Layla Gray. Duh. Yeah. Did you see any of that, the pre-show or anything like that, Knuckles?
I never watched the pre-show, dude. No, I never watch it.
Okay.
No slight, but it's
too much.
You never, yeah.
This show actually, without the pre-show, was not as long as previous AEW pay-per-views, and maybe, spoiler alert, maybe that's why I actually enjoyed this one a little bit more. But let's get to it. Let's get to it. So Jeff Jarrett also wrestled in the pre-show. He defeated QT Marshall. He came back for this. Didn't he leave AEW?
He's not regular talent anymore. He's basically enhancement talent now,
unfortunately. And the guy's really good. I mean, he trains people. Like QT Marshall is like really good. I've been watching QT Marshall since his Ring of Honor days, early Ring of Honor days, and QT's been a very consistent and solid performer. And sometimes in wrestling, when that happens, you are looked at as somebody that can put over everybody, right? Can, make everybody else look good. And sometimes that doesn't bode well for your singles career. But QT Marshall is extremely talented, and it's just good to see him wrestling because he was going to retire actually before AEW came along.
Wow.
True story. Cody Rhodes actually was the one that made sure that QT didn't retire, because he was really fed up with where he was in his career. He wasn't really making any money, and Cody basically said, "No, come to AEW. We'll take care of you there," and that's pretty much what happened. So, shout out to QT Marshall. If you guys ever get a chance to look into the QT Marshall story, it's definitely a good story. It's actually a documentary they did. I don't remember where I saw it. I can't remember if it was Netflix or if it was somewhere else. It might have been on Netflix. But they did a story about QT Marshall's career. And if you guys look up that, you should be able to find it. It's a great watch. All right. Then there was a Tony Khan special with an 8-man tag team match player.
The Mac Militant.
Oh, oh man. It is 1 a.m. Eastern time. It's fine. All right. Lio Rush, Action Andretti, and the Murder Machines of Lance Archer and Brian Cage defeated the Outrunners, who I hear are very over, and all of that stuff. And Top Flight.
This is still 0 hour.
What happened?
This is still 0 hour.
Yeah, this is 0 hour.
Oh, okay, because I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, this is 0 hour. So did something happen where Action Andretti is not with Top Flight anymore? I missed that. If that happened, and Top Flight has Layla Gray as a manager. I missed that whole thing. I know Ray is gonna watch this back and go crazy. Yes, how did you not see AEW Collision for the last month?
Ask me the question again.
Oh man, we love you, Ray. Happy New Year, Ray. We just
Happy New Year, Ray.
Happy New Year to everybody that's been a part of the show, except Bobby Showalter. He doesn't get a Happy New Year. I hope he has a bad New Year. But other than him,
here we go.
N8 Pound. Happy New Year to everybody.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Exactly. That part. Yeah. Send us a cease and desist on the 200 episode.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Lio Rush and Andretti's team won. Okay, that's all you need to know. Let's get to the main card here.
Please.
Okay. Will Ospreay defeats Kyle Fletcher in the opening contest of the Continental Classic.
Scheduled for one fall.
It was scheduled for one fall. That is true.
Yes, it was. Absolutely.
What an opener. Ospreay bleeding buckets in the opening match.
Does it again.
Yeah. Talk about it.
I mean, I know there's a certain person on the AEW roster or employed by AEW that calls themselves the Big Bout Machine, but he might have to give that
best
bout machine. He might have to give that moniker up, right? Because Ospreay is sitting here. He's on his Sheamus vibe right now. He is banger after banger after banger after banger. Him and Kyle Fletcher, they have a lot of chemistry, dude. And I think that falls back on them being tag team partners for so long in New Japan with the United Empire.
Yeah.
They just put on both of their matches they've had so far have been really, really good. Bangers.
This was a really solid way to open the pay-per-view. It definitely set the tone for the rest of the show. And I enjoyed this match. I thought this was just as good, if not better, than their first contest that they had. I do believe the right person went over here. I know some people wanted Kyle Fletcher to win the match. I think Fletcher is stronger in defeat here than actually beating Will Ospreay. Ospreay, here's the thing, right? You do not want Ospreay to start going on the decline right now. Like, you need Ospreay to remain one of those top guys, because if we're gonna go into All In over the summer, which you have to figure that Ospreay is going to be one of the main events of that pay-per-view. You want Ospreay to be strong. You don't need him to win every single match, but he should be winning more than he's losing. Fletcher's still young. Fletcher's still young. It's his time now, but I believe that Ospreay benefited more from this than Fletcher. And we'll get to the other match later, but I do think this was the right decision.
Yeah, I mean, the more I think about it at this point, I think it is the right decision. I was one of the ones who advocated for Fletcher to win.
Yeah,
because I think they have something really special there with him.
Yeah.
But if it means giving us Fletcher Ospreay 3, I'm down for it.
Yup. Yeah, you
Right
saw
now,
that at the end of the match there.
Yeah, right now they're tied at 1 apiece, so they have to have that rubber match, and I'm here for it. So
I wouldn't do it right away. Do not do this match right away. Like, okay, they're 1 apiece now. Let's let it build up a little bit. Yeah, it sounds like they're taking bumps outside there. All right. Okay. So, like we said, Ospreay went over. Let's go to the next match here. We had the second semifinal match. We had Okada defeating Ricochet. Again, another solid match here. Javon Claire.
Javon Claire.
Okay.
Happy New Year, Javon Claire.
Happy New Year. Got WWE news. Will be match. Hold on. Will be match soon. Seth and
Becky versus Punk and AJ. Now I can see that happening.
I'm all for that.
I'm all for that. See that happening.
Man, I just don't know if April wants to wrestle again. That's the thing.
Seth
but
and Becky versus Punk and AJ draws money.
Of course.
Major money. There would be a huge payday for the 4 of them if they made that happen. And I think AJ Lee would not. I don't think she would object to her getting a check cut. Just saying.
Yeah, true.
You could be in the house, or you could, make some bread real quick.
And AJ's already said, like, because everybody's asking, like, is it because you can't wrestle again? She said, no, I can. She said, there's nothing stopping me from wrestling. She's just like, I don't want to. Like, it's
and
not.
Once again, she was brought up on Raw by Seth in the most awkward way possible. Oh, you said you didn't see Raw.
I didn't see it. No.
Oh, yeah. Since he brought up Seth and everything else,
just watch wrestling.
First of all, they cut a banger program at the end of Raw. It was great.
Okay.
I love every minute of it. And they're jockeying back and forth, blah 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 blah, this, that, and the other. And Punk says something about about the taking his ball and going home thing, and he's like, yeah, did Stone Cold take his ball and go home? And then he was like, well, I haven't seen the man around here in a while. Did she take her ball and go home? And then Seth repeats like, yeah, the man is at home being a mom. I know you wouldn't know anything about that.
My goodness gracious.
Yeah, you need to go on YouTube and watch that.
I will.
They went back and forth. They were cooking. But
okay.
Yeah, I'll be down for that. Off topic answer, but I would definitely be down for that.
Yeah, no, I'm down for that as well. I mean, I hope so. Sami Zayn's heel turn on Roman
on 6.
On January 6th on the Raw.
Netflix. The Raw on Netflix.
Seen it.
Sami Zayn's heel turn.
I mean, we haven't seen Sami turn heel on Roman. We saw him turn babyface on Roman.
Right. Exactly.
But I just feel like we've been there, done that. The Sammy Roman thing. Because what now? Okay, we're gonna do Sammy versus Roman again. Just
And then
switch
where does
roles?
that? And then, I mean, this is all topic because we're supposed to be talking about World's End.
Yeah,
But
we'll get back to World's End in a second.
yeah. If Roman loses, where do we go with him? Like, it's literally like if he loses, it's literally rock bottom for Roman as far as story is concerned. Because I mean,
Are you
I mean,
talking
he
about the Ula Fala match that he's having with
Yeah.
Solo? Okay.
like if he can't get that Ula Fala back, that was literally gifted to him by his dad and his uncle.
Yeah,
Like,
it sure was.
I don't know. I think you could push Solo on like an absolute like revenge, just killing and kicking everybody's ass on Raw if he loses. I can see that. But if he wins, okay, he's got the rule of thumb. But then Roman is just out there on an island like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see Roman losing that match.
Yeah, I don't either. I think it's too risky to have Roman lose.
At WrestleMania 41, Cena turns heel.
So he spends the rest of his career as a heel.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Cena. At this point in his career, they're not gonna boo John Cena.
I know. I got we'll do the predictions in April when they come around.
Roman loses. All right, let's get back to World's End. Some great chatter there. All right, Okada Ricochet, another great match. Okada goes over. Swerve comes out after.
And hits on Ricochet.
Literally. Has the crowd throw
so cringe
at him.
It was so cringe.
It was, but I chuckled.
Oh, I laughed my ass off, but it was so cringe. It was so cringe, bro. I was just like,
the crowd wanted Samantha. Let me not finish that.
Yeah,
he watches the show. All right, but yeah,
yeah, I second that notion.
Oh man, she's asleep. It's okay. She sees the replay. I'm screwed. All right, but anyway, yeah, you knew it was setting up for something with Ricochet here, getting the toilet paper thrown at him and all of that. Shout out to whoever caught Ricochet so cleanly, where that the toilet paper was literally hanging over
like a necktie.
That was awesome.
Wonderful.
You can't plan that like that. You cannot plan that. That just happened. That was like one of those happy accidents.
It was, and but look, it's very interesting. I've been doing my due diligence the last 3 or 4 days. Yeah, I've been doing my due diligence. So apparently on either Instagram or X, Samantha posts somebody holding those scissors. It's on her. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can.
Oh my, okay.
Thank you.
Wow, yeah, the Lay City. But
but yeah, there's a post of her holding the scissors.
Oh wow.
That Ricochet used on Dynamite. If you didn't see Dynamite, Ricochet got his get back and he
in a big way. Busted Swerve open, laid him out.
Yeah, so just saying,
I liked it. Ricochet needed that aggressive side, and I liked it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely he's gonna be some kind of psycho mad scientist person thingamajiggy. God damn, she's really attractive. Okay. Anyway,
not easy to pop. Yeah.
Good Lord. All right. But yeah, it's It's interesting what they want to do with Ricochet going forward.
Yeah.
Because he was getting yeah.
Okay. No. All right. Let's keep going here again. If you guys are just now watching, we're not doing like who won the predictions and everything like that. That's over with now. We're doing something different going forward, and it will start with the Royal Rumble. But yeah, we're just here talking about the pay-per-view. All right, Mariah May defeated Thunder Rosa in a Tijuana street fight in Florida for the AEW Women's World Championship. V would usually start us off with this synopsis of this match, but I'll say this, it wasn't bad. I mean, it was nothing like super great about it, but it wasn't bad. I thought the ladies brought it. I like the finish. Pile driver through a table. Can't go wrong there. I thought that was a solid finish. Solid win for Mariah May. To continue her reign as AEW Women's Champion. Yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say. Is my microphone going out? We good? You can hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really have anything bad to say about that match. I think my headphones are going out. But yeah. What did you think about this one?
Mariah May and Thunder Rosa?
Yes. Yes.
I don't think it was needed. I think we would have got a better match if it was straight up.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of those type of matches in women's wrestling. I just don't think. How can I put this and be politically correct? Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker put on one of those matches.
Yes.
And it was amazing.
Banger. Yeah.
Yeah. So, a Tijuana street fight. It was the lowest caliber match of the night for me. And I hate to say that, but
which is not saying that it's bad. It just wasn't on the level of the other matches.
Yeah, I just
yeah. Javon says Pentagon will be on the Netflix Raw this Monday. Yeah, it's possible.
He will.
Oh, okay.
He absolutely will.
All right.
See, this is what happens when you don't watch television programming, Mike. You miss everything.
I'm sorry, Knuckles. It's been a little bit of a hectic week, pal. But
that's why you
I
can
woke
Hulu
up
on your phone.
I do have Hulu. I thought they took Raw off of it.
Oh, January 6th, Raw debuts on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm aware. They've been telling us that for the last.
So seeing that last Monday was December 30th, it means it would still be on Hulu. Man, I'm not.
I'm checking right now because for some reason I haven't been getting the updates of Monday Night Raw, so I just gave up. But anyway, I'll check at another time when we're not on the air. Yeah. So Mariah May still champion. Let's keep going. MJF defeats Adam Cole to retain his Dynamite Diamond Ring. Cole got busted open in this match, hit the side of the steel steps pretty early. MJF was in full MJF mode, taunting the crowd, cursing at them, being very offensive like MJF does. These two are not capable of having a bad match, so good match. I know people have said at the finish, but of course MJF is gonna win. I thought it was good. I know that they're probably holding back for something more. I don't think they really went all out, no pun intended, in this match.
Did
Yeah. Because I feel like there'll be more between these two. But for what it was, I enjoyed it. Again, not a bad match here. I did not think it was bad at all. I thought the psychology was important. I'll say this. Actually, I'll hold that thought until the next match. But I'll end it there because I have a thought on psychology, but we'll get there. But Knuckles.
I don't know. It didn't meet up to. I mean, I'm not anybody, but it didn't meet up to my standard of what I thought the match should be. I think they took too long to put this match on, and when they did, nobody cared. I think they should have did this match before they did MJF and Roderick Strong.
I think the story was a year since the devil angle is. I think that's why they waited until World's End this year. But I see your point. I do see your point, Knuckles. But I think that was the idea behind it. That okay, it adds to the story.
Yeah. Hey, as far as the match was, technically and like, it was really good.
Yeah.
I just wasn't like it didn't pique my interest. I thought it would have been more because that's supposed to be like a blood feud. That's supposed to be like one of the biggest feuds in the company.
Adam was busted open, so it was some blood in there. But yeah.
Well, yeah, but it, and I mean MJF got busted open as well. So I mean,
he did what needed to be done. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So it's
it's true. Ring posts, they're square, pal.
Right, they are square, pal. Square bits.
Yeah.
But I mean,
square business crazy. I just square business crazy. V will love that.
Right.
Right. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I mean, it was okay. I mean, it
was good. It just wasn't. It wasn't MJF Cole that you would think.
Right. Right.
But it was good. It was good.
Yeah, it was okay.
Kane and Pain.
Hey, John.
Hi, John. Was Abyss, I believe he's acting, was Abyss trying to be like a Kane gimmick? I definitely think Abyss took elements from the Kane character. I think Chris Parks would tell you that. Or Joseph Parks.
Joseph Park. What's his name? Chris.
It's Chris. His real name is Chris Park.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, yeah.
But Joseph Park was his alter ego, I believe. But yeah, I'm sure Chris Parks would tell you that he took elements from Kane, he took elements from The Undertaker, he took elements from all of the monsters before him, I'm sure, and but I think Abyss was his own character. I don't think that when I look at Abyss, I don't think, oh, this is just a Kane ripoff or this is just an Undertaker ripoff. I think that he's a different character in himself. And he really specialized in those violent, brutal matches where Kane and Undertaker weren't really like that. That was more of the supernatural. They focused on the supernatural aspect of it. Abyss was more of the violence and brutality. That might be Scott Steiner coming in right now to do some math here. But anyway.
You're a fucking idiot.
Javon says,
get some help.
Playing on it. As soon as the show ends. All right, Ricochet, next guy on MVP.
Whoa.
On MVP's team.
Really?
I wish.
All right.
Man. Family matters, pal. All right. So anyway, Ricochet is the next guy on MVP's team, maybe. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at your question, Javon. Yeah, I mean, I think that's natural.
Yeah, right.
That's where they're going here. I think that's pretty obvious that that's where they're going. All right. Okay. Take a shit up. I mean, Takeshka. Defend.
Jesus.
The Lake City there.
I thought we were gonna get through the show without saying his name like that, but leave it to Mike. Take a take a take a.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh man. Well, that's what it says. That's what his name is spelled as.
That's
All right.
exactly what it says, but we don't have to point it out. I mean,
Uh,
it's still hilarious, but still.
it is. So Takeshka,
That is
defeated. Thank you. Defeated Powerhouse Hobbs to retain the international championship. Hobbs looked good out there.
yeah, he did.
Now we're gonna get into my issue, and it's not necessarily with the match. It's with how things were booked. The match right before it, you had MJF and Adam Cole. What was the psychology behind that match for the most part? MJF worked Adam Cole's leg. That was hurt. The very next match, what is Takeshka doing?
Working the leg.
Working the leg. No, sir. I haven't smoked weed all year.
Just 2 glasses of champagne in. Don't mind me.
But
And
I
it's
have an issue.
1:27 in the morning.
Oh my. I do have an issue with that.
Really?
I feel like, yeah, I don't like 2 matches in a row where we're working the same body part. Maybe that's just like the old school in me or whatever. But this also goes into talents probably not knowing what the other talents are doing in a match. If I was Hobbs,
or it goes into match order. If that's really a thing, because okay, so you say you don't like when 2 matches in a row and they're working on the same body part. That's preference.
it is.
Because a lot of the IWC really don't give a fuck about that. They just want to see a match. But the realists that really dive into it like we do, because we have a podcast, we pay attention to certain things like that. But in reality, Adam Cole out with an injury, the leg. Powerhouse Hobbs out with an injury, the leg. So, I mean, it makes perfectly good sense for them to do that, but it's just,
it does make sense. I just wish the match order didn't go that way. And I agree with you. Maybe because it was one right after another, I'm just like, bro, we just saw MJF working Cole's leg. Now I gotta watch Hobbs' leg be worked over. I just wish, and I get it. Like you said, they both were injured. They both went out with leg injuries. Okay, yes, it makes sense.
Hobbs, with somebody like Powerhouse Hobbs, that's what you would do anyway.
Granted, yeah, that's fair. That is fair. But then again, Takeshka's a big guy also. He doesn't need to work the leg. Those two are big. The crowd was actually chanting meat out there because those are 2 big guys. Okay, don't you dare hit that button. I know what you're looking for. Don't you? Don't do it.
Nope, I'm not doing anything.
So John asks, do you think WWE made EC3 waste his time a few years ago?
No.
I just think that they didn't know what to do with EC3. I don't think that Vince
people didn't give a
and I don't think Vince or team, like you said, I don't think they cared. And I don't think they knew how to really push EC3. EC3 was a big deal in TNA. When he got to NXT, he was a pretty big deal. But then once he got to the main roster, it was just like, nobody cares. Right. And it might also be that EC3 was never amazing in the ring. That's one of the things. And I'm not trying to like hate on him, but he was never amazing in the ring. His mic skills, huh?
You said it, I didn't.
Well, it's true. It's true in my opinion. I mean, and his mic skills was good. He was able to talk. He got you invested, but I just don't think they believed in him. Met Will Hobbs. Look up FSW in Vegas.
In Vegas.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. I'll check it out. Yeah, shout out to Hobbs. I heard that he's a good guy. I mean, Lala put him over a lot last week.
Yeah.
So
And speaking of Hobbs, I don't know if you saw the text message I sent you guys, but shout out to our boy out of Battle Club, and we are Rob Killjoy was on
Killjoy.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
Our guy.
That's my guy, the Quack Man right there. Quack.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my guy.
He didn't quack.
He didn't quack very much. Okay, it's fine. Do you think LA Knight is the next big deal? If you would have asked me this question 2 years ago, John, I would have said, yeah. I think he's lost a lot of momentum, and it is hard to gain back that momentum once you've lost it.
That's why he's back to back.
Surrounded by idiots.
But yeah, no, in all seriousness, John,
Get it back to back. Lost a lot of momentum.
Yeah, and
If
once
we're
you
dealing
lose a
with
lot of
momentum,
momentum, it's hard to gain that back.
gain what back?
His momentum, Knuckles.
Okay.
Oh man. But no, in all seriousness, like I said, I think LA Knight is a star. I like LA Knight a lot. I think that LA Knight has worked a long time to get to where he's at. My mama-in-law is in the chat. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Miss Leaks.
Yes. Mrs. Leaks. Yes.
Mrs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please don't let him come after me. I didn't know.
Because Pop's watching tonight. Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
So, what's wrong with his momentum?
He spelled out momentum.
Well, John, his momentum. He's lost a lot of it. I'm sorry, be real.
He spelled it wrong. That is momentum. You put the N and the M in the wrong spot.
It's fine. Is that
autocorrect again?
Yeah. Damn, audio connect. See, hit the button. I don't know what audio connect is. I know what auto connect is. It's the first one of the year.
It's the first one of the year, right there.
Audio correct is crazy. But he's lost a lot of his momentum. Okay. It's true, and it's not his fault. It's not like he's going out there and having like bad matches or he's not, having good promos. It's the creative. He should have won Money in the Bank that year that we said he should have won. And I feel like if he won Money in the Bank, he would have skyrocketed. But right now, I do feel like he's kind of just there.
Yeah, could you have just imagined if he won Money in the Bank and every time you hear that music hit, man, good God.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this year.
Yeah, I mean, well, we'll see. But good comment, good question, John. All right. What we at? Oh, okay, yeah. Takeshita retains. Oh, this was solid. It was definitely a solid matchup.
Yes, it was. Definitely really good.
Okay, Knuckles. In 24 minutes and 35 seconds, Mercedes Moné defeated Chris Statlander clean to retain her TBS championship. Take it away, Knuckles.
I can't lie. I love this match.
Thank you.
This match was really good. This match was really, really good. I cannot lie. I thoroughly enjoyed this match between Statlander and Moné. Yes. Let me be clear again. Never on this show have you heard me say Mercedes Moné cannot wrestle. You never heard me say that.
That's correct.
I just said her character was really bad.
Yeah.
Statlander and Moné put on if not 4.5, 4 3/4, 5 stars, 6 star. It was really, really good. And I hated to watch it be really, really good because I was waiting to have something bad to say about it. But I cannot say anything bad about that match. That match was really, really, really good.
Great force finishes. Great
Absolutely.
psychology. That was something. You did not know who was gonna win the match. Like
No.
they really kept you on the edge of your seat
And then when Mercedes actually won, people was like,
with the seatbelt.
I was like,
And I said,
wow.
as she's pinning her, I'm like, oh shit, wait, Chris can't get out of that. Like it, like literally, she
It was
had
a
her so deep,
very good.
couldn't get out of it. Like I thought that was great. I thought that was great. Shout out to both ladies in that match. Oh my god, that was
They did really, really well.
I think you are an LA Knight hater. I am not. We are not LA Knight haters. We've been advocating for that
Yeah,
man for
definitely.
years on this show. Nephew is an LA Knight fan. Yeah. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Nephew.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. No, we are not LA Knight haters. We love LA Knight. He's great. All right. Okay. So was this the right decision? I guess we're just kind of going through it here, but yeah, was this the right decision to have Mercedes
go over?
Wait, Stephon Smith, the ref sucks. That's crazy. I liked him in NXT. I think he's a good ref.
Is he in AEW now?
Yeah, he was the one that reffed the match.
I knew.
All head, dark skin.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so I wasn't crazy. I was like, I knew him from somewhere.
Yeah, it's referee Stephon Smith.
I didn't know he
AEW
was
now.
there.
Yeah, he's been there. He's been there for like a year now, I think.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah. They fired him at NXT, so he went to AEW.
Why?
I don't. They was just letting go people. I think he got fired along with Drake Youngin, which, yeah, Drake Youngin. That's a whole nother story. Drake Youngin used to be the senior official for NXT, but they let him go.
Oh, I have to look him up.
You don't want to. He's a POS for real. All right.
Drake Youngin.
Drake Youngin. He might be going by his real name now. His WWE.
Oh, Younger. Drake Younger.
Is Younger? Okay, all right. Youngin, Younger, one of them.
His name is Drake Wirtz. WUE.
Yeah, that's his real name. I think that's his
real name.
I think that's his shoot name.
POS.
Yeah, his beliefs and his look. Everybody has their own beliefs and whatever, but he just is not somebody that I would really associate with.
Okay.
John said, I think people started to realize he was trying to be the next Rock. See, and I've had people say that. I've had close friends say that to me, that I don't know what you guys see in LA Knight. He's just, wannabe Rock in Austin. I don't see that with LA Knight. I think that LA Knight, does he take elements from Rock and Austin and a lot of the greats?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't think he's like a carbon copy. I don't think he's trying to be them. I think that LA Knight is his own character in itself. But I can see where comparisons are made. But I don't think LA Knight is a ripoff. A Temu version, if you will. Let's keep going here. Okay. So we had the finals for the AEW Continental Championship. We had Okada defeating Will Ospreay, who went through war earlier in the night. This another solid match. Will Ospreay had 2 solid matches on the same pay-per-view. Same thing with Okada. Okada had 2 solid matches on the same pay-per-view. That finish sequence, yo, I was blown away. Okada ducks, Ospreay ducks, Okada ducks, Ospreay. Oh my goodness. Hidden blade, no. Rainmaker, no. Oh, like it was. I can't even find the words. I can't articulate properly how good that finish was and how intense that finish was.
Right. It's two wrestlers that have a history.
Yeah.
They obviously have a history of one another, so it's, like you said, the way they finished that match just goes to show like how connected they are.
Yeah. Big fan of the finish. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I was done.
No, I was just gonna say, big fan of the finish. Big fan of the in-ring work. Will actually was busted open again because of the cut he had from earlier. I I don't know if I would have had Okada go over here, but it makes sense because it set up Kenny Omega's return,
Mm-hmm.
which was inevitable. But
Yes.
I thought it was a good setup. And I asked the panel last week, does Kenny Omega come back at the show?
And we absolutely said no.
You said no.
I
had a
didn't.
feeling.
I didn't see that coming.
I had a feeling. The wrestling gods was talking to me. I had a feeling. I thought that Kenny would come back there. Yeah, it's what
The
happened.
voices in your head.
Oh,
they they counsel you. They understand.
They talk to me. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they talk to me like that. Copyright. He's trying to be like Austin when he says yeah instead of oh hell yeah, too similar.
But okay, so was Stone Cold trying to be like Macho Man Randy Savage then?
Oh yeah, dig it. All right.
And is Otis trying to be like Macho Man Randy Savage? Nobody. Nobody say or the Kool-Aid Man or see nobody's saying.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's saying anything about them. Why are we singling out LA Knight?
Yeah.
I
True.
mean,
Good question.
I'm just asking.
I am. All right. We're at the main event here. Shout out to AJ's old music. I am.
Okay, leave it alone.
All right. Jon Moxley had to defend his AEW championship that we have not seen in weeks.
Yeah, right.
In a 4-way.
You know what I think that is, right? I think they're coming out with another title.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Why else would you not have your centerpiece of your company on TV?
It takes this long to develop a new championship, though.
I mean, it could take, depending on the style and whatever and where they're getting it from. I mean, he could have told TK could have just said, "Hey, listen, we got a plan en route to where take your time." So
Knuckles, you want to take John's question here?
Sure. Question for both. If you had the chance to hang out with a WWE star from the Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression Era, who would you pick? Now are we talking about like to just have a good time with, like to just like go out and have drinks and just like clown around, or am I trying to pick this person's brain? Because that's two different things, and I definitely have two different answers. So in the Attitude Era, well, I guess he wouldn't technically be. Attitude Era was 98 to 2002.
2002. Yeah, that's when they classified it into the Attitude Era, and the Ruthless Aggression Era started 2002.
I don't know. If I'm just gonna hang out with somebody, I want to hang out with Stone Cold.
Yo, you read my mind.
Yeah, I want to hang out with Stone Cold because he can. Yeah, he seems like a good time. But to sit there and pick somebody's brain,
yeah,
from the Attitude Era, wow, to pick somebody's brain in the business from the Attitude Era, maybe Kurt.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Kurt Angle. I'm trying to think. Attitude Era was so long. I'm trying to think of what that roster was. As far as Ruthless Aggression era, probably to hang out with. That's so vague. It's such a, to pick their brain. I'm hanging out with Teddy Long. No if ands or buts about it. That dude is a wrestling historian and he's for the culture. So as far as to go out and just party with, probably I almost got canceled.
Oh man, careful there. We're live.
I don't know. It's a toss up. Like I could say Booker T, I could say Triple H, I could say from that Ruthless Aggression, I could say John, I could say John Cena, RVD, I could say,
RVD will be cool. No pun intended. That's cool.
For more than one, for more reasons than one.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna pick Rob, man.
No,
Rob, yeah, I think I'm gonna put Rob. I ain't even until you said RVD, like I wasn't even thinking about RVD. That would be super cool to hang out with RVD.
Yeah, I know why.
Smoke weed every day.
RVD 420 says, "I just smoked your ass."
Yeah, that's right.
That's the ECW reference. But yeah, I think it'd have to be Rob from like.
Is it bad that we didn't mention any women?
I was thinking about Trish and Lita, but
I was thinking about Mickey James.
Oh, Mickey would be fine.
Mickey James seems like she'd be a
Mickey would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing yeah. All right. I gotta be V here. All right, Knuckles. Almost called you by your real name there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Yeah. Just to wrap this question up, and from the Attitude Era, it's The Rock. All right, definitely The Rock for me.
Attitude Era Rock though?
Yeah, Attitude Era Rock.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Attitude Era Rock.
Yeah, WrestleMania 15 would be Attitude Era.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, 15, 16, so okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Baron Corbin still around? Baron Corbin was fired at the end of last year, unfortunately. Yeah. And what did you both think of his WWE run? We're supposed to be finishing up AEW, but we're pretty much done. So I like Corbin. I think he's underrated. I think that Corbin is an incredible talent. I think Corbin was given shitty storylines and creative, and he made the best out of it every time that he was given that. Corbin spent 10 years in WWE. People don't believe that, but he's been in WWE for 10 years. Like, I know it's hard to believe. And through that 10 years, he might be longer than that. It might be over 10 years. I think he might have started with NXT in like 2012.
He did start out in NXT.
Yeah, 2012. So 2012. Yeah, 2012. He's been in WWE for 12 years. I think Corbin's underrated. I think that Corbin's run in WWE was decent, but I think that they could have done more with Corbin, considering how talented he was. And Down Bad Corbin was my favorite Baron Corbin.
Man, they had something when they floundered.
Yeah.
Then they had something with him and Braun, and they floundered too.
Yeah, exactly. So, this is what it is. All right. The 4-way was fine. I thought it was decent. It was a little bit of a cluster at the end, but typical AEW overbooking the main event. All over the place would be putting it lightly. Marina took a Blade Runner, which was nice to see. I like how they did it because it was a reactionary thing. It was like, okay, I didn't really mean to give her the Blade Runner, but oh well, kind of thing. And I like that they wasn't selling it like it was the worst thing ever. Like, oh my God, what have you done? Like when Becky took the end of days, now that you mentioned Baron Corbin, see, that's called a segue. Yeah. But yeah, when Baron Corbin gave Becky the end of days and they acted like it was the worst thing in the history of wrestling, like Baron Corbin's this evil guy.
It's because we weren't used to seeing it, Mike.
Yeah.
Times are changing.
Times have changed, but my thing is, Knuckles, Becky took a wrestling move by a wrestler, and we're acting like it is the worst thing in the world. Like, and that's where it gets a little bit hard to suspend my disbelief. You know what I mean? It's like, fam, she's fine. She came out in a neck brace the next week. Are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? But, anyway, so can Matt Riddle return? You're just not gonna ask us any AEW questions, right? It's fine. But can Matt Riddle return, or is WWE not interested in having him there anymore? I think it's a little bit of both parties. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was agreeing with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both parties. I know Riddle has said on interviews, probably like maybe a year ago, maybe less than a year ago. I think he was with Chris Van Vliet, which we love, by the way. Shout out to Chris. Yeah. I think he told Chris that he's not interested in doing live TV wrestling anymore. Like that's just not something that is interesting to him right now. He said it's too many rules in WWE within TV restraints and what you can and can't do and say and things like that. So he said he's actually enjoying what he's doing. He makes his own schedule. He works when he wants to. And a lot of the wrestlers that leave WWE do feel that way. They enjoy the freedom that they have on the independents. And Riddle's still working. He's still out there working. It's just, I don't think he has any interest in going back to WWE right now. Could he? Yeah, I mean, Riddle was a big deal when he's at WWE.
Right.
Go ahead, Knuckles.
No, I mean, it's always like, so it's I don't know if the right phrasing is catch-22 or it's a win-loss kind of situation. It's when, so there's a pro and a con to both of them.
No, Tony.
So you don't, right. So if you decide to go the route that Riddle is going right now, you can make your own schedule. You could do, the restraints are off, but you ain't making millions of dollars.
Right.
On the other hand, is you're on WWE, you're making a fat paycheck. You got to put some restraints on you. So it depends on really what you want to do. Like it's, and if he's happy in the space he's in making, independent wrestler money, not saying that that's a bad thing. If he's happy in that space, more power to him. But, if you're going to put $500,000 to $750,000 a year in my pocket, I'm all ears. Let me know what I need to do.
Yeah.
Because I mean, grilled cheese sandwiches with burnt edges gets tired after a while.
Oh my. Now let's be real. I don't think Riddle is hurting for money because even before WWE he had money, but
what I'm saying is before WWE he had money, but
he was in the UFC.
Ask somebody who all they know is independent.
Right. Yeah.
Ask somebody who all they come up in the independence, they go to school and they hit the independent circuit. Like, perfect example. And I know I'm gonna get some hate for this. Darius Carter. He's been in nothing but independence.
Yeah.
You think he's not gonna jump at the chance if WWE ID come a calling?
And to be fair, he should be on television. Like
Darius Carter is the modern day William Regal.
My personal opinion about him aside, I do believe that Darius Carter should be on somebody's television. Whether it be AEW or TNA or WWE.
Darius Carter is the quintessential equivalent to the 80s wrestling heel. He is what Lord Steven Regal was in WCW. He is the pompous, arrogant person you like to see get their ass whooped, but they win every time type of heel.
Yeah,
And
I know.
And let's be honest. I'm gonna be honest, Mike. That might be what wrestling needs.
Yeah,
The
I'm not disagreeing.
the heel we see now, is MJF is the closest thing I can think of.
True, and he gets cheered just like Darius Carter gets cheered. Like Darius Carter is everything you said, but people, when you're that good at what you do, people automatically gravitate toward you
On a consistent basis.
Yeah. When I found out he got fired, I was like, bro, yeah.
Oh,
bro.
See what you did there.
John Moxley still the AEW World Champion.
Oh, he's the AEW briefcase carrier.
The AEW. Yeah, exactly.
One fall is for the AEW briefcase.
I'd be like, what?
I'm sorry.
Wild thing. He don't even come out the wild thing no more. I'm mad about that.
Really don't. You can't do the jobbing joke anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. Wow. You make my heart sing.
Not the swipe.
Yeah. Yeah, the swipe is great. Yeah. They're gonna cancel us. All right. Oh man, they are gonna cancel us. All right. That was World's End. I mean, it led to Edge coming back, or Cope, as they're calling him now.
So good God.
Rated
Rated R superstar Cope.
Yeah. Oh man, FT rated R.
Yeah, they fell down. That was them falling down the stairs with that new name.
Cope is crazy.
Stupid.
Yeah. But overall, Knuckles, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed this show. I actually really enjoyed this show.
It was good.
Yeah. I know we don't say that often about AEW shows, but
we do not.
So you hear that, Ray and Will, and some of the other people that we love. See Thought, yeah, See Thoughts. You hear that, guys? We're giving AEW their credit.
Yeah, they did well. They did good.
That was a good pay-per-view. If you guys didn't see it, I do implore you to watch it. I'm actually telling you guys to watch an AEW pay-per-view. It's crazy, right? You could do it illegally, but yeah. But yeah, I'm actually gonna give this show an earful.
I'm right there with you. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
I enjoyed it.
Good show.
Yeah. All right. An hour in, almost 2 a.m. Eastern time here. We're getting ready to wrap this up. Knuckles, can you please let these fine people know what we have in store coming up in this brand new year?
Yes.
2025. Yeah.
Absolutely. 2024 was awesome. Again, as Mike has said, thank you for everybody who has either contributed, been on the show, watched the show, shared the show, subscribed, everything in between. We appreciate you. We got a lot of stuff coming up in 2025. First and foremost, tentative. All of the T's. Tentative. We are all the TTs.
That's crazy. TTs is crazy.
So what we're going to try to do, I talked to V about it, and I don't even know if Mike is even aware or in the
know.
Yes, in the know. Thank you very much. I was struggling. I'll give it to you. I'll give it. Yeah, I'll do it. Give it to myself.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
I was stumbling.
Oh goodness.
No, what we're gonna try to start doing to get more content out there, and we might flip. It might be me one time, then it might be V, and if Mike is available, we'll do it. We're going to start doing Raws, SmackDowns, pay-per-views, and we're going to live stream them and we're gonna do like live commentary, just like every other podcaster does. You know, we're just gonna do live reaction, just something to give you guys more content, more opportunities to watch the show, other than a late ass Thursday night. But you know, it is what it is. But that's one thing. That's tentative. We're going to try to shoot for the 6th for the Netflix documentary. The fuck? I'm
That
thinking
ain't-
too fast.
Yeah.
Man,
ain't-
that ain't it. We're gonna try to shoot for the Netflix Raw debut on Monday. We're gonna try to shoot for that. Or at least I'm gonna try to shoot for it. I think that would be a great time to try to debut that. But that's one thing. Another thing too. I asked this at the beginning of last year. Everyone who watches, we want you guys to kind of give suggestions of who you would like to have us bring on to the show. Now, we are not bringing John Cena. We are not bringing Triple H.
Yeah.
Any mainstream person that you see on your regular TV on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, you know, that Saturdays, that's going to be difficult. But if you do know like an indie person in your region, wherever you are, that you would like to see on the show, or if you like to see them get interviewed, email, send it in the comments, send it to our Instagram, say, hey, try to reach out to them. I'm going to try to reach out to Baron Corbin because he's a free agent, ladies and gentlemen. He is no longer contracted to anybody. So I'm going to try to reach out to as many people as I possibly can, but we want you guys to contribute to that as well. And number 3, lastly, before I got out of the way, as of January 1st, there are no monthly predictions champions. So what we're going to do is everyone who wants to participate, there is no deadline when you get in. What we're going to do is we're going to take like a win-loss or correct, incorrect. And it's going to be like standings, like AEW did. It's going to be rankings. You get matches right, they're considered wins. You get them wrong, they're considered losses. And we're going to compile them into 12 months. So this is WWE and AEW. So you're probably going to have about 24,
Yeah.
24,
Maybe 26.
give or take, maybe 26, depending on how many AEW does. Because I know WWE does 12. Well, no.
Normally, but sometimes they do 14.
Right. So it's just going to be WWE, AEW. This does not include Ring of Honor. This does not include TNA. WWE, AEW. We're going to
Or NXT then. Because think about it, we were including NXT.
Well, NXT is under the WWE umbrella.
True, but so is Ring of Honor under
Ring of Honor.
AEW.
But Ring of Honor is not broadcast on cable TV.
True.
You literally have to like go. I still don't know. You have to go on Ring of Honor. What is it?
Honor Club, I believe.
Honor Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something. We're going with the easily accessible ones.
Okay.
So this will include WWE main roster, WWE NXT, and AEW. And we're gonna go 12 months. And we're gonna compile and push together. Every prediction show we have is going to be stacked on top of each other. And at the end of the year, which is December, which will probably be around World's End 2025.
Yeah.
We're going to see who has the best win-loss or wrong or correct, incorrect ratio standing.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever that is, I'm going to literally send them and have one made a Go for the Pin Predictions Championship belt. It's a belt.
All right. Okay.
It's a belt. When I looked at the brochure at Trophy Smack, it said
when I looked at the brochure. All right.
When I went online, it said belt. So you know what? It's a belt. You got it. You got it right this time. You caught it. You knew it was coming. You got me.
I thought I fired that guy last year, but yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That. Each and every one of you is fired. No.
Yeah.
But no, that's what we're gonna do. And at the end of the year, after World's End, I'm gonna tabulate who has the best record, and then I will be we will announce it on the show, but then I will privately be messaging you for your information, this, that, and the other, and I'm going to send you a trophy. It's gonna be Trophy Smack. Let's be honest. Ain't nobody asking freaking what's the dude's name that made the belts for WWE?
I wouldn't know.
And nobody's asking him to make a $6,000
Championship.
belt for y'all. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. But yeah, that's what it is. There is going to be an official 2025 Go for the Pin predictions champion at the end of the year. So you can jump in and join at any time. It doesn't matter. That's just you taking the risk if you decide to jump in March, and we start in beginning of February with Royal Rumble. Yeah. So you're going to be behind the 8 ball if you start late, but we're not going to say, oh no, you can't start. So that's that. So a lot of things coming up in 2025. I think that's it for as far as housekeeping announcements. Wait, what is that?
So John says, was Kevin Thorne's Mordecai gimmick like Undertaker's gimmick? Also, how come when ECW ended, why didn't some wrestlers go to WWE? They did. They did. Most of them did.
Dudley Boys, Lance Storm, Just Incredible.
Yeah, most of the ECW roster went to WWE for the most part.
Yeah.
Besides like Sabu and some of those talents, but like RVD
even they did at one point. RVD did.
Yeah. Well, Sabu did in a new ECW. Yeah, when they like brought it back, Sabu was there for a little bit.
Oh,
but
he was on Raw. You faced John Cena.
Yeah, and I'm talking about when they brought back the new ECW. Yeah, like when they was doing the whole one night stand thing. But when ECW originally went out of business in 2001, Sabu wasn't he wasn't a part of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the talents did go to WWE. They definitely did because WWE owned ECW at that point.
Right.
Hold on. No, when they brought back ECW and it ended in like 08. Why didn't they go? They were in WWE. The ECW and the ECW that was brought back was WWE. So they were in WWE. All of the talents.
He's saying, why didn't you see the ECW originals in that 2008 version? I think that's what he said.
Oh, okay. Well, if we're gonna be honest, that's an elephant in the room that I really don't want to go down. But we're gonna be honest, a lot of those talents either
saw the writing on the wall.
They saw the writing on the wall, or WWE didn't feel confident hiring them because they weren't very good in terms of like being safe in the ring, or two, a lot of them had drug issues. I'm gonna be honest, Knuckles. Like a lot of them had drug issues, and a lot of them had a lot of personal demons that they were dealing with. And WWE weren't gonna put those type of talents on their television. Just wasn't gonna happen. You know.
What was I watching when? Was it the Paul Heyman documentary? I was watching something, and they were like, yeah, Vince put that new ECW out there just to like shove it in like the ECW originals faces. Like, I don't know what I was watching. I got to go back and watch that again. But whatever it is, I got to go back and find it. But it was like a slap in the face to ECW, like to say, you know, Vince at that point was capable of anything.
Yeah. What about Mordecai being like the Undertaker? I don't even remember the Mordecai gimmick like that. It
was supposed to be like white.
Yeah, I know. I remember what it looks. I know. I saw the match. I think he had that horrible match. Was it with Taker? And the first match? They had this horrible match with Undertaker, and they just totally like buried the story and buried the character.
It was supposed to be, yeah.
I guess it was supposed to be the opposite of the Undertaker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, to answer your question, yeah, it was similar because it was the It's supposed to be the opposite of Undertaker, and it didn't work because Kevin Thorne was not able to pull off that Mordecai character.
Kevin Thorne didn't pull off Kevin Thorne, but whatever.
All right. On that note, this was Go for the Pin. First
No
episode of the
lies.
year.
No lies here.
Yeah, no lies here. Thank you to everybody that continues to support the show. John, Sway, Will, Ray, C Thoughts. Trying to think if I'm missing anybody like that consistently.
Yeah, C Thoughts. Shout out. Ooh, let me go back. Hold on. Shout out
Javon,
to Javon for tuning in tonight. Shout out to Mrs.
Leaks, yes. Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Leaks, appreciate you.
Of course.
Yeah, everybody that's everybody.
No. Shout out to Bobby Showalter. No, we're not. John said shout out to Bob. Well, just said Bobby. No, actually,
no, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that. Actually, like I said at the beginning of the show, John, I wished everybody a happy New Year except him. I hope he has a very bad New Year.
That's right.
You know, send us a cease and desist. Anyway, but everybody other than Bobby Showalter and Abe Khan, I hope you guys have a very happy year. I wish you guys all nothing but love and respect and success. And we will see you guys next week for Go for the Pin. Maybe. We don't know at this point. We don't even know. We barely saw y'all this week. Hopefully V will be back next time. V, we love you. We love all of you guys. We will see you guys next time on Go for the Pin. Good night, everybody.
Go for the Pin.